Terrika Foster-Brasby. Thank you so much for joining me today. We've had a fun day of conversations, but, you know, we've been talking about the playoffs, MVP, all this stuff. And Terrika, thought we still need to show a little love to some of the teams that have already been eliminated from playoff contention because, honestly, I genuinely think they're worth talking about. But also, some of the biggest names right now in this game play on those teams. And many of those teams, I mean, it's not that many, it's only 3 that have been eliminated, but they are like kind of showing us something at the end of the season, you know? And so I'm gonna have to start with none other than Miss Paige Bueckers herself because, woo, girl, I personally, you know, maybe this is being premature and it's just like reacting in the moment, but she gave us a 44-point explosion.
Yes.
And I was so upset that they did not win that game, only because like when you have that kind of game, you just need to get the W. And they had it. They literally had it. But here comes Kelsey, you know, Plum with her buzzer beater. But I mean, Paige was surgical, okay? And hyper efficient, okay?
Yes.
And it was just an incredible display. And I said, okay. Like, Sonia Citron, you definitely gave her a run for her money. Kiki, if it was her, there's some other rookies I think who, you know, have come up, but I think she locked up Rookie of the Year with that performance, in my opinion. And it was an incredible performance, and also ties Cynthia Cooper as a first-year player being the only in WNBA history, right, to score 44 points. And that's big company to be mentioned in.
Yeah, it's huge company to be mentioned. Although I'm going to throw in an asterisk because Cynthia Cooper had been balling for years before she was a rookie of the WNBA.
I ain't getting into that because that was the whole thing.
That's neither here nor there because I don't need Coop coming for me. I don't need you coming for me, Coop. I ain't going there. But you know what? The one thing that sticks out to me, random, but the one thing that sticks out to me about Paige Bueckers in this rookie class in general, honestly, is the programs that they come from in college. I don't think people truly understand how important it is to know that you have to begin being prepped for what it means to play at this level a lot quicker than the first day you walk on the floor for training camp. Like, you've got to be ready to understand the gravity of the moment. And I have to continue to give credit to the University of Connecticut because they continue to send players to the WNBA who are ready to meet the moment, who are ready for the big stage, who are ready and professional already with how they address the media, with how they interact with fans, with how they come to the team understanding that they don't know everything and there's still some things to learn, with the respect of where this league has been and where it comes from. I gotta give love to UConn for that, because here we are once again looking at another player from the University of Connecticut coming into this league, humble enough to respect that comes before her, but confident enough to know I'm good at this and I can run this. And Paige has done just that since she's gotten there. Like, she has been the ultimate professional. She interacts well with media. She is so kind to the fans, so engaged with the fans when she sees them. And then when it's time to put in work between the 94 feet, she goes to work. And I could say the same thing about Sonia coming from Notre Dame. I could say the same thing about Kiki coming from a combination of USC and Stanford. Like, you can see that these collegiate programs have done a great job with grooming these young women. Same thing with Saniya coming from Westmore's program at NC State, and by way of Dawn Staley at the University of South Carolina.
Tahina Pow.
Pow. You get, like, this rookie class to me has really come in just knowing, like, I'm confident and I got it, I can do it, but the way that they present themselves, and this is no shade to any other rookie, so I'm not saying like rookie classes of the past. I just mean this year just feels so different
It does.
because of the impact that these rookies have had. And Paige Bueckers sure was the, predetermined rookie of the year. We all, a preseason rookie of the year candidate. I think we knew that, but she continued to solidify it. And even with missing some games, right? Because, she's been out recently, not feeling well. They have a matchup coming up this week, a matchup tonight, as a matter of fact, and it's expected that she's going to play. She's not rushing to come back, but she's going to make sure that when she's healthy and she's ready, she's going to play. And she's going to give her all in her best. And when we talk about awards and accolades, one of the conversation that constantly comes up is whether or not players are healthy and whether or not that health means that they should be eligible for the requirement to receive such an award. And I think for a long time, these Rookie of the Year awards were awards that didn't really necessarily give much, people didn't put much stock into who they would select or why, because of the various, names that would come in, but only one or two really had the motion to win that award. This year, yes, I believe Paige Bueckers will win that award. I believe Paige Bueckers has been the front runner for the majority of the season. But if someone made an argument to me about Saniya, I'd listen. Somebody made an argument to me about Kiki, I'd listen. Somebody made an argument to me about Saniya Rivers, I would listen. Because granted, I just talked about in a different segment how your team kind of has to help you. So being a team that gets wins and things like that is important. But at the same time, she's another one that's doing things that you ain't never seen rookies do before. From a defensive perspective, she's sitting in a category with A'ja Wilson and Nafisa Collier as it relates to 30-point block games. Like, are y'all for real? Like, that's crazy. And so I say all of this to say that these rookies this year, Nat, are different. They are just altogether different. And Paige Bueckers has led the way and set the standard on what it means to be different as a rookie in this league this year, right? Like, I can imagine that had Dallas been a bit better, I can imagine that had situations been a little bit different, she might have been maybe the closest that I could see to pulling off a Candace Parker. Maybe the closest that I've seen to pulling it off. Ain't nobody gonna do it because Candace is gonna be Candace, and ain't nobody gonna do what Candace is doing. But she might have been. Yeah. Dropping 44 points in a game is beyond bonkers, and she continues to do it. And I can only imagine she's gonna get better. So yeah,
for sure. Yeah. I mean, she definitely has been honestly a top guard in the league this year. And that's when you have players like Alysha Gray and Sabrina Ionescu and Skylar Diggins and just all these elite.
An all-star starter as a rookie.
Yeah, so it's she's been incredible. She's going to be potentially, or at least the Dallas Wings, even if Paige doesn't play tonight, they are going to be taking on a team that you cover, the Connecticut Sun. And I heard you mention Saniya Rivers, but just in general, the rookies out of Connecticut this year have been so impressive. And I know we have some other things to get to, but I just want to just spotlight them really quickly. And so could you just give a very brief, synopsis on these rookies? And, I'm talking about Saniya Rivers, I'm talking about Aneesah Morrow, and then coming later in the season, but making a case to still be on an all-rookie team, Leïla Lacan. I mean, just incredible play from the rookies there.
Leïla Lacan, coming from France, and we got to remember she's played on the French national team for a couple of years. She's been playing professionally for a couple of years, and also let's also add that she's a rookie, but she was a part of the 2024 class because she was their 10th overall pick next year. But the defense that she brings, you talk about the international game being a bit more physical. She's the proof of that, right? Because of everything that she has brought, the impact, the plus minus for this team on the defensive level has changed dramatically since she's been a part of it. And Leïla Lacan is in the top 5 in all 5 statistical categories among rookies. So that lets you know something. Saniya Rivers, I believe she needs to be on the all defensive team. period, point blank. I don't care that she's a rookie, and I don't care what their Connecticut's records look like. She's been that good. She anticipates well. She reads the lanes well. She's averaging nearly 2 steals a game. Saniya Rivers will change the way wings are played in the state of Connecticut because of how she guards. And when you come to CT, when you play them, you have to be on guard all the time if Saniya is on you. And she gets blocks. She blocked Cam. Cam is 6'7", and it was a clean block. I was blown away by the intensity that she brings on the defensive end. And then there's Aneesah Morrow. When Aneesah Morrow plays over 20 minutes a game, she is averaging a double-double. She is literally someone who is looking to bring that energy that she had at LSU and DePaul to the WNBA, and it's working for her. So, yeah, Connecticut's got a long ways to go. I know next year there are a lot of teams that are going to have a lot of free agents on their hand, but the good thing about the Connecticut Sun is that they've got rookies that they've locked into rookie deals and that truly and genuinely want to be there. And then they just added Aaliyah Edwards from Washington, and they still got Olivia Nelson-Ododa, who's been there a couple of years. They have a young core that really wants to build and win. And so, yeah, it was a down year for CT, but the future is bright, and no pun intended.
Yeah. The one last thing I'll say about them is that I love this underdog, this rebranding. Well, this thing that they did, you know, the I think it's great.
Shout out to the CT social team because they came through. I said, wait a minute.
Yeah, bred different. I mean, this is like some elite like branding and calling them underdogs. So they've been incredible, and they definitely are worthy of the attention. And so, like I said, I really wanted to just shout them out because they're making it very hard. I'm not sure that all three will make the rookie team, but they all have valid arguments to be on it, and that's just how impressive they've been. So Connecticut's future is definitely very bright.